This long, steep and dramatic pass, with its variety of scenery, was South Africa's first properly engineered road. During weekends, city folk streamed to the pass on bicycles, motorcycles, skateboards, cars and SUVs to enjoy its sheer magnificence. In this video series, which was filmed in August 2024, you'll see much evidence of subsidence and landslide damage to the road, which was sustained during the very wet winter of 2024. At the end of the main road, you'll get a good view of the Huguenot Memorial, which stands in honor of the French Huguenots who arrived in this valley in 1688 to start South Africa's first French wineries. Franschhoek Pas is also called Lambrechts Road, though more poetically, 150 years ago, it was known as Olifantshoek, which translates into Elephant's Corner, after the now mythical herds of elephant which once roamed these valleys and mountains. The name of the area soon changed to the French Corner and later to Franschhoek, with many of the settlers naming their new farms after the areas they'd left behind in France. The pass is just short of 15 kilometers in length and has an altitude variance of 468 meters with a summit height of 742 meters. Major Holloway was in command of the Royal Africa Corps at the time, and it was these soldiers who toiled to build this famously spectacular pass, including a very unique bridge at Janjeberg's hut, which is still in use today, making it the oldest single-span stone arch bridge in South Africa, which is still in use. Here in the foothills of the pass, you'll find well-known wineries like Hart Cabrier and the ever-popular La Petite Ferme restaurant. In 1687, Simon van der Stel and 23 other Dutch settlers arrived in the region which is now known as the Franschhoek Valley. The Dutch settlers set up a halfway station to supply ships sailing from the Dutch East Indies and Europe. In 1685, the French king Louis XIV banned Protestantism in France. Hundreds of people were forced to leave their country, and in 1688 almost 300 French Huguenots arrived at the Cape of Good Hope by ship. The Dutch colony needed to develop agriculture in the Cape to supply the sailing ships with fresh produce, so they gave the French an area of land to begin growing crops. The area was a seasonal breeding ground for elephants, but was well watered and had fertile soil. The valley soon became known as Franschhoek. The French Huguenots populated the valley, establishing farms and businesses, bringing with them their French culture and experience in agriculture. The name of the area soon changed to the French Corner and later to Franschhoek. The vibe is chic and cool, with pavement-style cafes all operating from one end of the town to the other. It is particularly popular with the biker groups, and if you're heading to this pass, expect motorcycles, lots of them. The road now continues climbing steadily into the northwest, and as altitude is gained, the pass follows the contours of the mountain as it curls into the northeast, revealing gorgeous views of the town below in the valley, surrounded by a vast patchwork of vineyards and orchards set against the backdrop of the towering mountains. There are several safe view sites where one can pull off and savor the idyllic countryside. The length of this long climb from hairpin 1 to hairpin 2 is 3.5 kilometers. Be sure to watch part 2 of the Franschhoek Pas.